Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this press conference after our game against Switzerland, opener in the UEFA Women's Euros 2025. I'm joined by head coach Gemma Granger, and we are opening up for questions. So please raise your hand, get the mic, and pose your questions, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Gemma. Congratulations on the win. What did you say at half-time to turn it around? And did you see this sort of thing happening at half-time? Because, I mean, it's fair to say that was a great first half for Switzerland.
It was. If I could summarise it, Switzerland started the game better than us. This was a big occasion for them. I have a huge respect for Switzerland. They're a very good team. Was I surprised with the first half? No. At half-time, we talked about what we needed to do better. It was a strong talk at half-time. We have high standards in this team. We changed something tactically because we wanted to change the way we felt. We could exploit Switzerland, and we did that, and that's all credit to the players.
Thank you. Next. Gentleman.
Hi. Do you consider yourself a little bit lucky to have come away with 3 points in that game, because Switzerland had the majority of the chances and played very, very well?
Yeah, I always say in football you make your own luck. Football is a game, and again, the games are going to be tight in this championships. Sometimes you want a perfect world where you perform and win. Sometimes you perform and you don't win. So for us today, we will definitely look back at this game. Like I said, Switzerland are a top team, playing in their home. The opening games, I thought they were fabulous. I think the game was a game of two halves, and I think we definitely came out the better team in the second.
Thank you.
Pia Sundhage was talking in Swedish television that she was a bit frustrated about a lot of time wasting in the second half from your side. What's your thoughts about that? Was it a lot of time wasting?
Well, I think, when the players, if there's a break in the game, it's important to take the opportunity to coach them. That's what I would say. When it comes to football, you're playing in heat. There were 2 drinks breaks. There were a lot of breaks. There was also a lot of additional time as well. So, that time is always added on. So it's not something that, we're wholly focused on. I think the most important thing for me as a coach is I have to do my job. And when there are breaks in the game, I take the opportunity to coach them. But in terms of the game management, I think that's probably just an opinion.
Thank you.
Can I take another one?
Of course.
How important is it to get Ada Hegerberg in the goal column? She's getting a little bit of criticism in Norway.
Yeah, of course. Listen, we have such good attacking players in this team, and it's my job to get the best out of them. What I know about this team is that when we create chances, we keep creating chances and we will score goals. I know that, so to see Ada on the score sheet today is great for her. It's great for the team. As a coach, I'm very confident about our attacking ability, and like I said, it's my job to get the best out of them.
Thank you. Who wants to go next? All right. That's it. So we'll say thank you very much and see you soon. All right?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hallo miteinander. So, welcome to the post-match press conference after the opening game against Norway with Pia Sundhage and the player of the game, Geraldine Reuteler. We're going to start with the questions for Geraldine first. You can ask them in English or in German. She will answer in German. If you don't understand German, you can use the translation app. Who wants to go first? Wer möchte anfangen? Christian Finkbeiner.
Ja, hallo Geri. Ich denke, ein sehr emotionaler Abend. An was hat es letztlich gelegen, dass ihr euch für eine sehr starke Leistung nicht belohnt habt?
Gute Frage. Es ist schwierig jetzt zu sagen, an was es genau gelegen hat. Ich finde, wir haben vor allem in der ersten Halbzeit ein sehr, sehr gutes Spiel gezeigt. Ja, in der zweiten Halbzeit vielleicht 12 unglückliche Minuten, wo ich finde, schon unverdient die Tore gefallen sind. Ja, auch sehr ärgerlich gefallen sind. Ja, in der zweiten Halbzeit hatte ich dann noch die Chance fürs 2-2, den muss ich machen. Dann sieht das Spiel auch wieder anders aus. Ja, es ist sehr, sehr bitter und sehr ärgerlich, weil ich finde, dass wir auf jeden Fall nicht verdient als Verliererin vom Platz gehen.
Further questions for Geraldine? Weitere Fragen für Geraldine? Yes, in the middle.
Thank you, Geraldine. It was obviously a tough game for you today, but could you talk about the atmosphere in the stadium today? I mean, maybe it's not new for women's football anymore, but for Switzerland, maybe we've never seen this quite before like we had today.
Oh ja, also es war auf jeden Fall ein Gänsehautmoment, als wir rauskamen, schon nur fürs Aufwärmen. Alle hatten ein Schweizer Trikot an, das ganze Stadion war rot. Wie gesagt, ich hatte Gänsehaut im ganzen Körper, es war ein unglaublich schöner Moment. Ich habe das Strahlen in allen Spielerinnen gesehen. Ja, es hat sehr, sehr viel Freude gemacht, heute hier in diesem Stadion zu spielen. Die Fans haben wirklich eine tolle Stimmung gemacht und ja, ich hatte das ganze Spiel über Gänsehaut und es hat auf jeden Fall sehr viel Spaß gemacht.
Weitere Fragen, further questions? Christian Finkbeiner.
Ja, nach dem Spiel ist schon vor dem Spiel. Jetzt spielt er gegen Island am Sonntag, die haben ja auch verloren. Siehst du da ein bisschen die Situation? Spürt er jetzt schon besonders Druck?
Ich würde nicht sagen, also wir haben jetzt das erste Spiel verloren, was sehr ärgerlich ist, aber wir haben noch 2 Spiele, es ist noch alles offen. Wie gesagt, Island hat das erste Spiel auch verloren. Von daher, wir müssen uns jetzt gut regenerieren von diesem Spiel und dann bestens vorbereiten auf das nächste Spiel.
If there are no more questions for the player, we would switch to the coach. Okay. Danke, Geraldine. Then we would switch to Pia, who wants to ask a question. Yes, second last row.
Hello, Wojciech Nowakowski from sportpoznań.pl. My question is about the communication. While there were 2 VAR video refereeing today's, and it got very heated in the tribune, it could feel, and I don't mean just the air. And how did you feel at the, let's say, level 0 on the ground, on the bench, with the communication about these situations?
Well, I'm far away from the situation, so I trust the referee to make the right decision. So.
Christian Finkbeiner.
Hi Pia, how do you rate the game, the performance, and what for you makes the difference that you lose at the end of the game?
I think this is a fairly good game from the way we attacked, the way we played, and actually created chances. We do not win the game because of set pieces, and if you look at the last goal as well, own goal. So it's such a small difference between being successful and not being successful. I think I'm very disappointed, of course, but I think it's so important tomorrow to look at the performance. There are many things that we can take out and boost the players and talk about confidence. team confidence, individual confidence, and so on. And at the same time, look at Iceland, because they're not playing the same way as Norway did. But if you have confidence, it doesn't matter. You adjust your position and the tactics and so on.
Yes, Dominique.
Hi. Even though you were losing and it was quite hot today, why did you only use 3 of your substitutions? What was the thought behind that decision?
Because Norway was sending balls. So we talked about being 3, only 2, we now went to 4-3-3. So that situation, we need people when they're sending balls. The other thing is, I actually felt that they have a little bit of momentum. Even when we changed to 4-3-3, and hopefully those 2 were sent in late, had a chance to create something, and I did actually. So looking at the bench, no, there will be 2 more games, and they will have fresh legs.
Yes.
Hey Pia, you talked in Swedish TV about time wasting from Norway's side, maskning in Swedish. Can you elaborate on that, and how did you feel about it?
No, I don't want to comment that.
Yes, that's true.
Hey Pia, I spoke to some of your players who felt that you have had an unfair amount of critique coming up to this premiere, and the leadership, your colleagues as well, and they defended you. How do you feel about that situation, about players defending you now?
Well, that is good, because I would like them to want me to lead them. That's for all the leaders. That is, you feel like they want me to take the first step and so on. And I think all the time it's been fairly tight, and we talk about leadership. You know, when you read things in the papers, you don't get the whole story. You get some comments. But I think that's good, actually, because then they pay attention and they think it's interesting with women's football. Now I believe in my staff, and of course I brought up sometimes certain things. They phrase certain things, and it's so important to be in the bubble. And so far, so good, I'd say. Yeah, I think this game, whatever we have done before this game, there are so many things happening behind the scenes. High performance coaches, medical staff, you know, social things and so on, individual talks and so on. And we felt prepared today. That's why I'm a little bit. It could have been such a big difference if we have tied the game, which we had a chance to do. But it is what it is, and today I'm not happy. But tomorrow we're going to work again and bring out the best performance in the team and give Iceland a tough game. I can promise you that.
Lady in the last row.
Hi Pia. You spoke yesterday in your press conference about wanting your players to embrace the pressure and the pressure of their first game as host at this Euros. Are you satisfied, and do you feel like they did that today?
Oh yeah. I've never seen that kind of locker room previously, and before we left the hotel and so on, step by step. And the best part is it's different players. They use their voice. So I've said this word Stimme many times, and we were prepared. And I hope, and I talked to them after the game, that it's so important to use your language. That means your body language as well, and your words after a defeat, because we still have a chance to play the quarterfinal. And we start with Iceland, and if we play a good game, then we put ourselves in a good spot as well. So be responsible for what you're saying, what you're doing, and how you behave, because that will be the best thing for Swiss national team and Swiss people.
Christian?
How big was the risk that Leah was playing? How do you rate her performance, and she will be ready on Sunday?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm not talked to her yet. But if there is a couple of, she's good. She makes this team so much better. Keeps the ball, and she not only she brings out the best in her teammates. There is a couple of balls. I'm just looking, wow. Whether she can play against Iceland, I hope so, because this will be a stronger team then. But I'm not talked to the medical staff yet or to her. So tomorrow will be an easy day. Let's see how she does the next day.
Yes.
Hello, Pia. Your system worked very well in the first half. The players on the sides, they had a lot of space to attack. Did you expect that to work as well as it did on the first half against Norway?
Well, the games change all the time, and I'm happy with the first 45, everything we've done, and we look at each Norwegian player and so on. Where could we break the line and so on? So I think we've done a pretty good homework. Not only that, the players, they believed in our game plan, which is the most important thing. And in halftime, we're thinking, okay, what will Norway do? And we try to prepare them for long balls. You know, they're sending players and they're sending balls. And that makes it a little bit different for the two forwards, a little bit different from the midfielders, I'd say. But in overall, I think the players, they are smart. And I'm happy the fact that embrace, you know, we changed to 4-3-3. And did it fairly quick and actually created chance as well. So that's what it takes to win against Iceland, because there will be a totally different game and maybe some new players as well.
Yes, third row.
Hey Pia, the Norwegian player said that the time wasting was tactical. Do you want to comment on that?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't want to.
Next question, Christian.
Why you didn't put Anna at the end, or probably also when you film, you bring in the box? I think Anna played a bit at the front.
I would like, and that was actually the game plan. If you bring in a player like Anna, for instance, as a right back, get up, get in, Ima, get up, and but they hesitate a little bit. You know, they want to build up, and I think they could have, with those two players in the box, they could have been a little bit different. At the same time, I was surprised only 7 minutes. And I kept and it was 8 minutes. And the player, not even 8 minutes, but the player, I think they wanted, okay, we need to find the right moment. And it's very difficult. I've been there, I've been there as a player as well. Should we play the ball as fast as possible in the box, or do we need another angle? And those kind of stuff, I think you played in when we played the last minutes, actually. But we could have had Anna in the box, I think, a little bit earlier, more often.
Any last questions? Okay. In that case, thank you for attending the press conference. Thank you for your time, Pia, and have a good night. Safe trip home.